Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a little bit of a mini book haul. I don't have as many books. To be quite fair, I really need to kind of like stop buying a ton of books this year just because I have so many to get through. But I can, say that and try my hardest, but in the end, we all know I'm gonna buy some books. It's just my thing and I love it. So without further ado, let's get into some of the books I've recently added to the library. So the first book that I got is A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. This is a YA book and it's just, I love the cover. And I know a little bit about it. I think she's like an architect and she goes to this house. It's kind of like a little bit of a challenge, but then another person is there too. I think it's like a rivals to lovers kind of story. But I've heard that it's very like heartwarming and just super cute, really. So I'm excited to pick this up. I can't wait because I've heard nothing but great things about this. So it's definitely on my list to read in 2024. I've pushed it up on the TBR. So be looking out for a review on this one. The next books I have are actually, I got the full trilogy, and I know there's some other books in it, but this is the main trilogy of this book. It's The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So I have all three, but this one is the Barnes & Noble's special edition, and you see the sprayed edges. I don't think there's anything else. The pages though are like a little bit thicker and they're softer. I don't remember. Oh, and then the hardcover, it just has a key on it. But I've seen some things recently on like Instagram Reels or whatever about this series and about the Hawthorne brothers. And so people just rave about this series, and it's been on my want to read list for the longest time. So I thought, why not? Let's go ahead, buy all three and see if I enjoy this. I'll probably marathon it. So I'm very excited to pick this up. Basically the premise of this is a girl, and I forget what her name is, but she gets this inheritance from this man that she has never met in her life. But the catch is she's got to live in this house there's like some challenge or whatever. And if she wins the challenge, then she gets the inheritance. But then you've got the relatives of this man who passed away, who they're upset because they were supposed to be getting this inheritance. So they're like, I guess trying to get her to not win and all this other kind of stuff. So I'm super excited to really like get into this series and see how much I love it. I really hope I love it anyway. So yeah, I'll let you know how I like those. The next book I picked up is another Barnes & Noble's exclusive edition. It's The Sons of Darkness by Gaurav Mohanty. This I believe is like an adult dark, I wouldn't call it an epic fantasy, but it is a fantasy, like a dark fantasy, I guess you could say. But this is, so I think this is originally a British work. So it came out in the UK first, and then it hit the United States. But I liked this edition and I wanted to get it on my shelf, partly because of the sprayed edges here. oh my gosh, it's so pretty, and they did such a great job with the sprayed edges. But yeah, no, I don't know a whole lot about this other than it's a dark fantasy. I'm excited to pick this up though and kind of dive into it and see how I like it. So, yeah, Sons of Darkness. Can't wait. The next one I picked up is the Justad Air. This is a romantic fantasy. So I'm super excited to pick this up. I've heard really good things about this. And I'm a sucker for fantasy romance. Super sucker for it. So I really hope I like this. I don't know why, but I love the cover, and I love that it is a floppy paperback. Those are just some of my favorites. So yeah, I cannot wait to get into this. I don't entirely know what it's about. And recently I've been doing that. I read the synopsis when I'm looking at trying to see if I want to buy the book. But then after that, I don't read it again. And then I completely forget about it because I've only read it one time. So there's that. The next one I got was actually pre-ordered, and it came in this week. Is the final book to the Atlas 6, the Atlas Complex by Olivia Blake. And oh my gosh. So I actually just got done reading the Atlas Paradox, which is the second book to the Atlas 6, and I liked that one a lot better than the Atlas 6. For some reason, the Atlas 6, it took me forever to really like get into it, and I liked it. I love the premise. I love how Olivia Blake uses magic as more of like a scientific thing. And so, you've got physics, you've got chemistry, you've got, psychology and chemicals of the brain and all that other kind of stuff. And I love the concept, and it's super unique. But for some reason, I couldn't like the characters or something, or get like connected to the characters. I struggled. But so I took a break. I didn't read the Paradox last year like I wanted to. It didn't really hit. So I was like, fine, the third one's gonna be coming out here soon. Let's just go ahead and get it done. And I enjoyed that a lot. So I'm really excited to see the conclusion of this trilogy. So yeah, I'm super stoked. The next book I have is a new one from Carrie Mansicalco. I apologize if I said your last name wrong, but it's Throne of the Fallen, and this is a fantasy romance as well. So she is the author of The Wicked Kingdom, and I loved those. So this is kind of like a spin-off to those, and I believe this has to do with envy and I think her sister. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the twins. I don't know, but I know it has something to do with envy, and then, his relationship status. And so yeah, I'm super excited to pick this up. I got this for Christmas. Yeah, from the best aunt ever. But yeah, I cannot wait. Love it. Another book I got, I actually saw this on Instagram Reels, and I'm a sucker also for not only fantasy romance, but like that dark fantasy romance sometimes, sometimes you just gotta read that, and it's super good. So I have the first book by Jacqueline Cott called Between Life and Death. So the reviews on it are pretty good. I know there's some people that like it and there's some people that don't. I'm hoping that I like it. So I picked it up partly because I really like the cover and I like the concept and the synopsis. So yeah, here, I'll read the synopsis for you. On the secluded continent of Edenvale, possessing magic is a death sentence. Those who have it are labeled cursed, and by order of the king, they are cleansed. A horrific event utilizing a hot, hungry prior and an iron collar. Enemy to the king, a group known as the Cursed Rebels defend their lands from his reach, creating an ongoing bloodthirsty war. When Sage's brother is conscripted for the war, she is forced to trade in her cozy, peaceful cottage life and join the Cursed Rebels to get him back. Her mission seems straightforward, but Vaughn, the leader of the Cursed Rebels, comes riddled with dark secrets. With his otherworldly eyes, black as starless night, and a taste for juicy thigh, red apples, Sage knows better than to get involved with a guy like him, but knowing and doing are two very different things. Together with the Cursed Rebels and Vaughn, the king of inky deals and sexy stolen moments, Sage embarks on the quest of a lifetime. And it says here, for ACOTAR fans who are looking to scratch that insanable itch, this one's for you. So, like, I'm a huge ACOTAR fan, and I haven't found something that is equal to that. The feeling I get, and it might be the writing, I don't know. Now, I am reading A Touch of Darkness, that series, the Hades and Persephone right now, and let me tell you, that is pretty damn close, and it is good. So, yeah, no, I can't wait to pick this up, because I hope it will give me what I want. The next book I got is The Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon Jimenez. I've heard really good things about this, and a lot of people love the writing style. And I can't wait to really get into this. A lot of people are saying that it is a unique fantasy concept, not in the concept that itself, I guess, but the concept of how it's written and told. So I'm super excited to pick this up. It's not long, well, it is. It's 518 pages. So yeah, it's pretty long, but I mean, it don't look like it, but it's also because it's a paperback. And it's a floppy paperback too, which is my favorite. So yeah, I am super excited to read this. Nothing but great things on the reviews or the people that I watch who have read it. So I'm super excited. Last two I got, and I'm going to talk about them together, is because it's a first and a second. The second book just came out, and they're called Song of Silver Flame. Whew, I lost it. Song of Silver Flame Like Night and Dark Star Burning Ash Falls White. Which, I mean, if you listen to the titles, it's like freaking poetry. It's great. And oh, the covers. So this is the YA book club cover from Barnes and Nobles, and this is the Barnes and Nobles exclusive. So super excited to read these. I'll probably pick them up simultaneously. I love marathoning things, especially if I really like it. So this, I can't wait. I know it's YA. I've picked up a lot of YA books coming in, but I like YA, and I like adult. It's completely different, but you can have the same feeling with a YA book as you can with an adult book. It's just some of the topic points maybe aren't as explored or explicit in YA like they are in adult fantasy or new adult fantasy, or not fantasy, but you know, the genre. So yeah, I'm super excited. And this is by Amelie Wenzao, or Amelia Wenzao. So yeah, this is just great. Here, I'll go ahead and read the synopsis for you on this one. Once, Lan had a different name. Now she goes by the one the Elantrian colonizers gave her when they invaded her kingdom, killed her mother, and outlawed her people's magic. She spends her nights as a song girl in Hayat Gan, a city transformed by the conquerors, and her days scavenging for what she can find of the past. Anything to understand the strange mark burned into her arm by her mother in her last act before she died. The mark is mysterious, an untranslatable Hin character, and no one but Lan can see it, until the night a boy appears at her tea house and saves her life. Zen is a practitioner, one of the fabled magicians of the Last Kingdom. Their magic was rumored to have been drawn from the demons they communed with, magic believed to be long lost. Now it must be hidden from the Elantrians at all costs. When Zen comes across Lan, he recognizes what she is, a practitioner with a powerful ability hidden in the mark on her arm. He's never seen anything like it, but he knows that if there are answers, they lie deep in the pine forests and misty mountains of the Last Kingdom, with an order of practicing masters planning to overthrow the Elantrian regime. Both Lan and Zen have secrets buried deep within, secrets they must hide from others, and secrets that they themselves have yet to discover. Fate has connected them, but their destiny remains unwritten. Both hold the power to liberate their land, and both hold the power to destroy the world. Now the battle for the Last Kingdom begins. Okay, so I don't think I've read the synopsis. That might have been my first time. And let me tell you, this just got pushed up on the TBR. So I am super excited to read these. But yeah, it sounds great. And if you like these covers, you can get them from Barnes & Noble. If not, the normal covers are just as beautiful. So yeah. So everybody, that is it for my, I'm going to call it medium-sized book haul. So yeah, I've got some more books coming in, I think in the next few months. So I'll definitely be having another one here soon, but hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know kind of like how many books you've gotten over the last couple months. What are some of the books that you've gotten? I would absolutely love to know and talk about them with you. So like and subscribe, and don't forget, be good people.
When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you've lost, oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we